There are 6 ways to help your team meet their targets. As a leader, you need to help your teams meet their goals. You were probably promoted because you were good technically, good at doing your old job. Now you need to let go of doing and help your team achieve their goals without doing the work of the team. I coach leaders and teams to up their leadership skills and get results. Micromanagement, not being able to let go, is the most common area I coach for. First, set realistic targets. Your team should set their own targets with your input. Teams will often set targets higher than you would have, and because they set these targets, they are motivated to reach them. Much more motivated than if you had set the target. Targets should never be too easy. Then no one's motivated. It's like sleepwalking towards the results. And targets should not be unachievable, or no one's going to even try. So the key is realistic targets set by the team. Next, remove barriers. As a leader, regularly ask, what's in your way of reaching your targets? Your job is to remove or mitigate anything that's stopping or slowing the team down. Keep their energies focused on those targets, not on the other stuff that occurs. Barriers could be physical, maybe a lack of space, could be old technology, maybe lack of resources, maybe missing skills on the team, or poor communication. Whatever the barriers are, you need to handle them so that the team can do their job. Third, revisit those targets. There's always changes happening around us. Targets need to be revisited to ensure they still make sense. I remember working with a team who were demoralized because unplanned software changes put them behind schedule, and they were punished for not achieving those targets. And those targets were set long before the software changes were even known about. Could they have still reached these targets in spite of the software changes? That's what the discussion is in the middle of the year, so that the targets can be changed so they still make sense. Because if targets are unrealistic, the team gets demotivated. 4. Reinforce and reward. Food is one of my favorite reinforcers. Reward the team for reaching milestones. It could be a free dessert, recognition at a group meeting, or a note in their file. These aren't expensive rewards. I'm talking simple, unexpected rewards when the team meets stretch targets or sub-targets. Of course, if the milestone they reached was substantive, then free coffee and cake might not do it. Match the reward to the results. Some leaders I coach are uncomfortable with reinforcement. They often don't do it because they're afraid of making mistakes. The biggest mistake is not doing it. Start simple. Ask the people what would work as a boost. 5. Clear line of sight. Leaders who understand the strategic plan often forget that their team isn't familiar with the document. So it's your job to ensure that your people know the links between their work and the long-term goals of the organization. Teams are much more committed if their projects make a difference to the organization. Remember, people need to hear things 4 to 7 times to really get it. So communicate, communicate, communicate that line of sight. No competition between team members. Do not set up competition between your staff. Some leaders I coach think that competition is fine on a team. But in order to achieve targets, your people together need to work together and support each other, because competition causes conflict and waste of resources. It's going to slow your team down. So focus on the prize, not on the fight. I am Valerie McLeod, and I love being a business coach and strategy facilitator. I fine-tune leadership skills and help you get results. It's your job to help your team meet their targets. These 6 strategies can help you be a better leader. If you'd like some coaching help to increase your effectiveness as a leader, you can reach me at valeriemcleod@haynescenter.com, or you can find me at valeriemcleod.com. If you want to learn more about being a better leader, I post regularly on my blog, valeriemcleodblog.com, or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Good luck!